Hi. I just saw a question on TikTok that people have been asking is, why does my work curve like a garment or a blanket or whatever? And I have a few different things, 2 different suggestions on how to fix it, and then an extension on the second. So your work could be curving. The most likely reason is that your tension is too tight on your cast. So your first row of chains is tighter than the rest of your work, or your tension has changed throughout your work. But usually it's because that first row is just tighter than everything else because it's smaller, and you're obviously not predicting how your tension's going to be. So one good idea for helping with that would be to use a larger hook size on your cast. Test it by doing a row or 2 and making sure that it's even. But a surefire, so that's one option, is to try to use one size up in hook to what the rest of your piece will be, to try to make your tension looser, and then also making sure you're being conscious that you're going to use a very careful tension. That can be done with tension rings or but the beginner way would probably be to increase your hook size and then go to your original hook size that you're planning to use throughout your piece. And then the second option, if that is helping a bit but not quite enough, would be to block your work. So blocking can be done in a few different methods, and I won't go into all of the methods, but that is really important for when you're making anything like blankets, garments, purses, anything worsted weight, not even just worsted weight, anything garment wise. It'll just give a better finish. It'll stretch out the yarn a bit so it's not as tight, and then it'll give you like a nice clean, like if you're trying to make a square blanket, it'll make it a nice square shape. If you're trying to make a sweater, it'll make it sit better. So like if you're crocheting something and then you don't block it, it might be shorter than it actually could potentially be. So if you try on like a sweater you've made and you're like, oh, this is short, then you can block it, and the chances are that it'll just sit where it's supposed to based on your original measurements. So there's a couple different things that I've seen for blocking. I think the best thing is there's a YouTube video. I think it's Blocking for Beginners, and it's by Crochet with Tiffany Hansen. And as far as I can tell, it's like the most comprehensive video. It tells you what blocking is, different methods for blocking, and why you should do it. So, yeah, I hope that helps. Let me know, like, did these things help you? And if they did, I'm happy. And if not, maybe you find another solution. I haven't done a ton of those types of pieces in a while because I've been focusing on plushie crocheting, just because I like it and it's good for my chaotic brain. But when I noticed that really helped me a lot to eliminate that curving kind of shape, as well as the increasing of the hook size. But blocking is surefire, and you should do it regardless.